everybody. Hi. That's supposed to happen. It's traditional. So Christian is going to be coming up after me, and he has this really great quiz about the hidden lives of Ananda members before they came to Ananda. It'll be really fun. I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy. When Radhika heard that I was going to do that, she decided, I think I should take seclusion that weekend. But she's supporting me, I'm sure, from afar. I did get to ask her some of the things, or try some of the jokes on her that I was preparing. One is one I found online, and I'll offer it all to you. Which side of a cat has the most hair? Any guesses?
The outside.
The outside, that's correct. I asked Radhika that, and then the outside was the answer. And she said, "Do you really know that for sure?" Another interesting question. This is I think the official day for today, the name for today is the Autumn Workday, right? Is that right? The harvest something. I was thinking we could, if we don't remember it, maybe we could rebrand it or something. I was thinking like Rajasi Day 2. Like this time it's impersonal. Something like that. Or maybe we could just name it after someone here, like Peter Kretzmann Day. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Peter Kretzmann told me a story recently. He went into town, he went to the DMV to get his driver's license renewed. And he was filling out the form, and they asked for your race, so he put white. But then he saw the next item. It didn't say like black or African American, it said chocolate. He was like, well, that's kind of weird. And then it said under that was strawberry. And that's when he realized he was actually not at the DMV. He was at the ice cream store in Nevada City, sort of across from Ike's. So he finished filling out the form, and he got 2 scoops of vanilla and a gluten-free waffle cone. And he brought that up to them, and they gave him a new driver's license. And he ate that on the way back to his truck. He couldn't remember if that was a dream or not. Now that I think of it, but if you look at it in the right way, it actually doesn't matter. I realized something recently that you maybe heard of helicopter parenting, like hovering around children. I'm a helicopter cat owner. We let Francis out into our garden, which is enclosed. Francis is one of our cats, and I sort of nervously follow him around, and you have to check to make sure he's okay every 10 minutes. He's not eating something strange, and they're just over 2 years old. Francis and Claire are. Now the cats age differently, so that puts them like about 15 years old. And just before you give them the keys to your car, but they're starting to get some of that like teenage angst and rebelliousness. When I'm out there, looking after Francis from a distance, he's been giving me this look in the last 2 weeks. It's like, you are so lame. Come on. But speaking of aging, I'm really looking forward to being old. It's like taking a long time. I feel like every day that I wake up without white hair is just like another day wasted. That's why I wanted to come up here today, was to do, to like sort of put myself in a stressful situation, and maybe it would turn white. Has it? Darshan's nodding. Okay, good. Stress is an important thing that we all have to work with in our lives in different situations. And a friend of mine in Alabama sent me a link to this product, and this is actually, I really do have a friend in Alabama. He really sent this email. You have to be careful after making up a story about Peter Kretzmann like that. But the device is something you can like clip onto your belt, and it measures your breathing. So if you get stressed out, then it sends a little alert to your phone or something and tells you to breathe deeply. Seems like a good idea. I told Radhika about that, and she said, "Oh, you know what it should do is actually make an alarm, like a loud alarm, like a so that people around you would know that you're experiencing stress and could react appropriately." But then I thought, well, maybe that would be a little bit, intrusive or distracting or something. So what if you just had an app and the app could like list all of your friends and their stress levels, so you could find out like how stressed people were, and if you saw someone who was having a difficult time, you could, you know, like what? You could poke them on Facebook. And then, no, actually, I'm just joking, because no one pokes anybody on Facebook anymore. That's like 2009. It's like really old. But no, what you can do now, there's a messaging app called Yo. Anyone heard of Yo? Brian has heard of Yo. And it's you can send messages to your friends, but what kind of message do you send? It's just 2 letters. Yo. That's all you can do. So I'd send a yo to Jeannie, and she would like yo me back, and that's what would happen.
Like that's gonna happen.
They also added links to Yo now. This is a real product, where you send a yo and then you send a link with the yo. So you know it's like yo, and then there's a video of a baby with a cat or something like that. There's also, you can put hashtags on your yo, which if you don't know what that means, it sounds really strange, and if you do know what it means, it's still very, very strange. So, but you know, communication, well actually Yo is old now. It's like late 2014, early 2015. It's like, no one knows anymore. It's really old. But communication will always be around, even as the forms of it change so rapidly. And so, I have a question. We get a raise of hands. Who here uses Ananda Bell? It's a very important part of the community. And Rick's been doing a really great job with it. Who gets like their voicemails emailed to them? I get that, a few of us. It's really convenient. I find it really convenient because it's easier to skip over the messages when it's an email. I find it's a lot more efficient. But you can also get them transcribed, which is a really interesting feature. So, and that's been improving over the last couple of years. So I actually don't have to listen to a lot of my messages. I can just read them there. But it doesn't do so well with Sanskrit names. So I thought in the interest of efficiency, I would just save those. And then here today, I could just ask everybody here who left me messages. So these are real messages that I got. I'm gonna read the first few words of them, and you can tell me who it is who left them. So, okay, so here's one. This is the transcription. Hi Nevada, this is John Ross. Any guesses? Jagrov, yes. Hi Nava, this is David Mooney. Hi Knob, it's for fraud. Anybody know? Okay, this is a little tricky. Hi Melba, this is Amanda calling about the book on organic gardening. Any ideas? Hi Melba, this is Amanda. I like how it gets my name different every time.
Ananta.
Ananta is a good guess, but it's not quite Ananta. Anandi, yes. Yeah. At least when I say yes, of course, I mean I think that's probably who it is because I didn't listen to the message. But okay. Hi Nab. Hi, it's Margie. I haven't heard back from Gary Dara. Maggie. Yeah. This is a tough one. Hi, nobody spoke to Morgan. Hi, I can say it differently. Hi, Bhakti Marg, yeah. It's like the translation program must have thought she had like a thick Swedish accent. It's like, hi, nobody spoke to Morgan. And the last one's my favorite. Hi everyone, this is Rick Fernando Bell. So the last thing I wanted to share is a new product that came out last month, and it's you know, like people like Joe Tisch and Kent Williams and Jack Wallace have got the new Apple Watch, and I thought that seemed pretty cool, but I was sort of concerned about being pulled into like the digital world and it would always be there, and I just like always be checking it or something. So in September they came out with an invisible Apple Watch, and that's what I got. You can see it right here. I have 2 watches. I wear 2 watches. I'll explain that in a second. But you can't see it, and you also can't hear it. So So it's really convenient, but and I saved $50, which is another. I'll give you a demo. So Siri, is the name of the artificial intelligence that Apple has. So if I say, "Hey Siri, what's the weather going to be like tomorrow?" See? But I wasn't using it as much as I expected to. So I was talking with Christian. It turns out Christian Salisbury has created a startup. He makes guitars, and now he also makes watches. This is the Christian Salisbury watch. And it's a smart watch, very smart watch. Instead of, like Siri and Cortana and Google, like misunderstanding questions and not being able to answer everything, if you use the Christian Salisbury watch, it actually asks Christian the question. So we're going to do a demo now. Hey Christian, what's the weather going to be like tomorrow?
Where would that be?
It's not actually that much more helpful than the other watch, but it does some cool things. Okay, I'll try again. Hi Christian, where are some good places to eat nearby?
Well, you've got Masters Market with many, many delectable things. And there's also the North San Juan Superstock, which has 14 different types of beef jerky.
So that's like really specific. That's really good. Anybody here have questions for the Christian watch? We can try it out. Any questions at all? What was that? What's the meaning of life? Oh, sorry. Hi Christian, what's the meaning of life?
I'm fairly certain it has to do with both pizza and ice cream.
That's good. That's good. One more, we can take one more question.
Where do I buy this watch?
Oh, hi Christian, where can you buy this watch?
At Masters Market and Amazon.
So thank you everyone, that's it for the Christian watch. And I wanted to say, Christian's going to take over from here. I wanted to say, we don't just do work days, we also do birthday parties, we do bar mitzvahs, and please try to remember us for your next baby shower. Give Christian a hand.
Let's give Naba a hand.